Awesome, here we go. Perfect. That's great. What are you wearing, sir? That's awesome. Very good. He's wearing Versace.
Yeah, who are you wearing?
Come in here.
Come on, there we go. Awesome. That's good right here. Okay, hold on now. Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Ed.
I'm going to get a
What are your
drink.
Twitter handles?
What?
Hey, what are your Twitter handles?
I'm at Amie Parnes.
At JL.
At John Allen DC. No age.
Oh, she's Spencer.
Say hi.
At John Allen DC, and she's at A Parnes.
Did you know you were hosting Washington Journal tomorrow?
No. What?
You are now hosting Washington Journal.
Morning, Washington.
Congressman, how are you? Thanks for coming.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, of course.
Brought Rachel, too.
Hi, nice to see you.
Good to see you. How are you?
Since you were nice enough to put her in the book.
Yeah, immortalized.
That's what I told her. It's part of history now.
Absolutely.
It's a great book.
Thank you. Thank you. Have you finished it?
No, I haven't finished it, but I'm going through it.
You just like through the index, you're like Altmaier.
Well, of course I read my part, but I'm actually reading it.
Do we get it close to right?
It's great. It's a really good book. It's very interesting.
Thank you. Did we get the part about you right?
Yeah, you did. You got it all right.
That's all I worry about. I mean, it's not all I worry about, but it's a big part of it.
How does it work when you open up at number 6? You keep going up.
I don't know. We'll see. Lori, this is Congressman Jason Altmaier, Lori Hayes, and
Rachel Heisler.
It's nice to see you.
Lori's my boss. Or
He's great.
she threw the party.
I bet.
I'm taking it. I'm taking credit for it.
It's great. I knew it was going to be a hit, and I'm sure it's exceeded your expectations. It's great.
Yeah. That's fine. Do you have any feedback? Or is it all women
Oh, I have no
or
idea.
Republicans or?
I have no idea what the breakdown is. You can see there are author portals where you can see the geographic breakdown. So it's a lot of major cities. It's hard to tell a lot. I mean, New York, Washington, Miami, Los Angeles. And then lots of like clusters. I mean, like you look in like North Dakota, there will be like 12 books in this city or 15 books in that city. So
I was in the Miami airport on Monday, and they have it displayed right in the front when you walk through. It's the first book
Oh,
that
that's
you
what
see.
you want.
Yeah.
And the minute that bestseller thing gets out, which I guess is out,
yes, it publishes Sunday.
then everybody starts pushing, putting it at the top of their piles.
Yeah,
and stuff.
right.
I'm Lori Hayes. I'm the senior executive editor for Bloomberg News, and I oversee Bloomberg's Washington Bureau. Thank you all so much for coming out here tonight to toast John Allen and Amie Parnes on their incredible achievement, the book HRC, The State Secrets and the Rebirth of Hillary Clinton. I know John and Amie are very appreciative of your support. I know it's really cold here for you guys here in Washington tonight, but thank you for coming out. And you can't hear? I'm sorry. John and Amie will make a few comments in a few moments. There probably is nobody more interesting in American political life than Hillary Clinton. And she's inspired a great deal of curiosity. First Lady, Senator, presidential candidate, Secretary of State. John and Amie have it all. I don't know how many of you know this, but HRC hit the bestseller list, number 6 spot for nonfiction. So let's give me a big hand for that. The book is absolutely terrific. Just a few words on John, and then Hugo Gurdon will talk about Amie. As many of you know, Bloomberg News hired John just a couple of weeks before the book came out. It was my fastest and perhaps my smartest hire ever. It's not many reporters that you hire who immediately land on the bestseller list, but it was easy to fall in love with John. He is warm, he is funny, and he completely won me over when I asked him why he had decided to write a book about Hillary. He told me that his mother, who is here somewhere, when he was growing up in the 70s, had worn a 59-cent pin. None of us can exactly remember whose idea the 59-cent pin was, but it stood for women in pay equality and the fact that they were earning only 59 cents of every dollar a man earned. So that pretty much sold me on John. Now, his boss, Craig Gordon, who's also here somewhere, he wrote this part. In all fairness, John's had a slightly slow start. I mean, pretty much right after we hired John, he disappeared and said, have to go on Meet the Press, have to go on CNN, I've got a book signing, going out to California, I've got another reading. It's just been quite a whirlwind tour. So, John, we're really looking forward for that first no comment that you get from Jay Carney. And looking forward to you really, in all seriousness, we couldn't be more excited about John being at Bloomberg. We're building the Bureau is on a roll, and John is going to help us lead that drive on top of a really talented staff that we already have. So read the book. We will have copies for you in bags on your way out. John and Amie have very kindly signed all of them for you. And thank you for coming and showing all of your support for this great book. And now here's Hugo.
I can be very, very brief. I just want to welcome you on behalf of the Hill and say how delighted we are that you're here to congratulate Amie and John with us. It's a fabulous achievement that they've put together. We're very proud of them both. Both have been reporters at the Hill. Amie came to us a couple of years ago. She earned her spurs at a little local startup in Arlington, Virginia, and she's now joined us in Washington, D.C. And she's our White House correspondent and is doing a fabulous job. Great sources and a real adornment to the paper. John, in his nomadic career, was with us in 2005 and 2006, and has done obviously great work, which you all already know. But they are the star attraction, and we're delighted that they are, so please come up, John and Amie.
Thank you. I just wanted to thank you all for being here. It means a lot to us. And for all your support. We've been through a lot, as you know. We've disappeared from the scene for about a year and a half to write this thing. And we spent lots of nights and weekends slaving away in daytime, at my apartment and at John's house. And we just wanted to thank you all for your support. I mean, I think this book, I should say, is really important. It's not just politics aside, it's about a comeback story. And I think Republicans, Democrats, everyone should rally around this, because it's how do you get over something, how do you come back, how do you stay alive? And I think that's very important to know. I hope you guys read it, like it, and let us know. We like hearing from you guys. So. We agree.
And of course, tell your friends to buy it.
Yes.
I think on behalf of both of us, I want to